Hi, this is Mimi. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be working on my September Creative Daily Journal for the week of the 15th to the 21st. Let's jump right in. I have very few spring page kits left, and I think I have enough to finish out the week. I have more than enough to finish out the week, but then spring's over because the first day of fall. So let's see which ones we want to use. These are the ones that I have left, and then I'm gonna have to find a fall one. Okay, let's open it up to the 15th. What happened on the 15th? Oh, this is the day that you've probably all heard me, if you watch my videos, go, I don't care, I'm going to do what I want to do, I don't care if the dog barks. And he did. He barked the entire time I was down here. I said, but I put myself off the entire past week, and I was sick of it. So I came down to craft and put myself first for the week. And also, let's see, the boyfriend came home with these, right here it is, it's right here, it's big. The Stanley Camp mugs, one for me and one for my dad, as a thank you for all of the help that we gave him over the week before when his car had died. So I have that for there. I didn't cook. I said screw it. I'm not cooking. Screw it. I think I'm going to use this one for some reason. This one's calling to me. And then, and then he also bought me 2 books. He bought me, if you're a Stephen King fan, listen. Target, I believe, Walmart and Books A Million I saw all have the same version, new version of Pet Sematary, and like Christine, Cujo, I think that's it. There were new versions of those. I already had Cujo. I liked the new version better, but I already own it, and I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people who's just going to go buy a book because they like the new cover, unless there's something wrong with the book I already own. Okay? But I didn't own Pet Sematary anymore, or Christine. I've actually never even read Christine, so the boyfriend got me a copy of each of those. Also, as a thank you. But if you are a Stephen King fan and you don't own any of those books, they also had Salem's Lot, but it was a weird cover, but I really do want Salem's Lot, because I like that book, and I want to reread it before the movie comes out. If you didn't know, there's a movie coming out, I think December of this year on Max. So I want to reread it before that movie comes out. I've been looking for a copy of Salem's Lot, and I haven't really found one that I liked. I mean, if I'm going to be looking for a copy, I'm either going to be looking for a cheap copy, so I'm going to either go to the used bookstore today and get a cheap copy, or I'm going to buy a nice copy that I like. So, anyway, he bought me those books. So he came home with that stuff. And let me tell you, this mug is very nice, and it's huge. He got my dad the smaller one, and he got me the big one. He's like, well, you add creamer and stuff. Your dad drinks his coffee black. I'm like, yep, I'll take the big one. And I only have to fill up my cup one time. So yes, we all got thank you gifts. Thank you gifts for all of the help, which was very nice of him. He didn't have to do that, and I told him that. I said, he didn't have to do that, and I felt bad that he spent the money. It is Monday morning today. I'm tired. I'm not even exaggerating when I tell you that the last 2 hours of me laying in bed, I was singing a song, and it would not get out of my head. I'm not going to use this. I'm going to save that for something else, but I am going to use this. And then I'm thinking I'm going to scatter around the little puzzle pieces, but this one's Christmas, so let's get rid of the Christmas. It was stuck to another one, and then I ended up dropping it on the floor. There we go. I had a much better week this week. However, I'm so tired. I am so unbelievably exhausted. I can't seem to get any sleep. Just tired. This one's also Christmas, but I'm going to use the wood grain side. And just scatter those around. Yep, I've been so tired. My allergies have been bad, even though it says allergies are low, which, I mean, I just would like to argue with whoever decides what the allergies are every day, because my sinuses are pretty much disagreeing with them. Doesn't feel like allergies are low. Feels like they're pretty darn high. Alright, so that was the 15th. I started a book, but I didn't finish a book. I didn't take any pictures this week. I don't think I did. Let me check. I don't believe I did. I don't think I took a single picture of anything this week. No, I did not. So we don't really have much. Alright, this was the 16th. What did we do? Let's see. Somehow we managed to get everything but... Oh, yeah, that's right. The day before, I made a huge list of everything the boyfriend had to do for the new car. Like change insurance, that kind of stuff. Made a huge list. Oh, also get rid of the old car, because we still had the old car. Let's see. I might not need... No, this... No, we won't need anything here. Okay, good. This is a thank you note. I did order on Pango. If you guys like used books, if you buy used books and you're a big reader, try Pango. I bought the new Karen Slaughter book finally. I was waiting for a good priced one on Pango. So I finally got the new Karen Slaughter book, and it came on this day here. Anyway, so what did we do? Oh, that's right. There's a whole bunch of stuff done. So the boyfriend took care of the insurance. He went and took my dad's car to be washed, because my dad washed the car like 2 days prior and was getting all these like spots on the car. And my boyfriend's like, well, I'll just take it to the car wash and see if the high-powered car wash will get the spots off the car. So he took his car for a car wash. I had moved the garbage cans to the side of the house earlier on this summer. I think it might have been even the beginning of September. Because where we had them, we used to have them by the front door, by the back door. There's like a pad there, a concrete pad, but I got sick and tired of the flies. So I said, no, I'm done. So I moved them over by the shed. But then it's a long walk through so much stuff. Honestly, it's like a jungle in the backyard this time of year. We have a fig tree that is humongous. So I said, I think I want to move them on the side yard. That way, come winter, it's so much easier to grab the garbage cans and take them out front when it snows. But I wanted to we have these giant pavers. I wanted to put the pavers underneath the garbage cans. So the boyfriend did that because they are so heavy. I couldn't lift them. He also fixed the front door where what is that called? With the thing to keep where you would prop the door open. What is that called? Anybody? I know there's a name for it and I can't think of it. But that was pulling off the side of the frame of the door. So for a temporary fix, he just screwed it back in. And let me tell you, it pulled that door back up, and now the door shuts easily. So it's been pulling away for a while. And I didn't notice until about a month ago. He called someplace about getting the old car junked. We went grocery shopping, and he emptied my dad's trunk because he took my dad's car and emptied out his car. So that got then all of his stuff was in my dad's car. So then he emptied out my dad's car. So the only thing left to do the next day was get the license plate from the old car, the garage door opener, and his sunglasses. Those are the things he kind of forgot in the car, and meet the junker place. He ended up getting $420 for his car. So that was nice. All right. The 17th. Look, the old car's gone. Also, my kid brought me... I have the best child ever. He brought me a Croc. One of the new Crocs from McDonald's. What all do I have in here? Oh, I have stickers. I want to decorate the page with those stickers. I have this book here. This, not a book. Not at all. I read the Karen Slaughter book, and I started watching Into the Fire. Guys, if you're into documentaries, okay, this one was so good. I think I want to keep this whole, so we're going to get it on the page as best as we can. But yeah, I told him, I said, if you love me, you'll bring me a Croc home. You'll bring me the Crocs home. I really want the chicken nugget one. I like the chicken nugget one. I have to text him and ask him, because they were coming out in waves, I believe. But yeah, he brought me home a Croc. And I said to him, I said, you really do love me. He said, yes, Mom, I love you. I said, but you brought me a Croc. That's all I wanted was a Croc. And they're really nice. They're actually very nice. I believe they're what, Happy Meal toys. They're very nice. Let's see. So this day we finished the list. So the boyfriend was able to finally get rid of the car, and then he got the license plate back. You still have to drop that off. I think that's on my list of things to do this week. Oh, and then he smoked peppers. We have all these hot peppers, and he likes to smoke them. And then, as soon as I find, I don't know where it is, the pepper grinder, like we have a coffee grinder that's used just for hot peppers. I'm going to make chipotle powder as soon as I find it. I don't know what happened to it, though. It might be gone. I'm not going to lie. It might be gone. It might have disappeared. But he smoked all those peppers. Oh, yes, and he also changed his Easy Pass. He almost forgot, but his mom reminded him, so that was done. Because he does take the turnpike home from work when the weather's bad. And we went to the store and got him new sneakers. Like, not non-work sneakers. Non-work sneakers. There we go. Look at that. And then we'll just use these. We'll decorate the page with these little stickers. My son's like, did you put them on the Crocs? I said, no. They're going in my journal, these stickers. What else do we do? I think that was it. I told the boyfriend, I said, can you just leave me alone so I can read? I was so close to finishing the book I was reading, and I'm like, I'm over it. You gotta just stop talking to me. Let me finish this darn book. So he did. Like, all I wanted to do was finish the book. Okay. That was it. I didn't really do anything. It was just focusing on finally getting rid of the car. That's really what it came down to. But it is... I don't know if you can hear that. When I edit, I'm going to have to listen to see if you can hear that. The dog, the little dog, just ran full speed down the hallway upstairs. And it was loud. For a little dog, he sure as heck makes a lot of noise. Yesterday, yesterday, he was super quiet. I thought he was in the kitchen. Oh, he was not. He was not in the kitchen, everybody. Come on, get off my finger. He had found a snack cake, like a little Debbie type snack cake, and opened the package and ate it. That's what he was doing, and he was super quiet about it. And then he needed a bath because then he got snack cake all on his paws, in his ear, everywhere. Anyway, if you really like documentaries, you should watch this documentary. It's on Netflix. It is the most screwed up thing I've ever watched in my life. It was so messed up. Okay, let's move on, shall we? What do you got here? It was an easy day. Yay! Love an easy day. So we didn't have to do anything. I love that too. I think I'm going to use this here so I can use... Wow, there's a lot of stuff in here. Why do sometimes I pull out a lot of stuff and other times I don't? Anybody? I don't know. I'm going to keep this blue plaid branding strip on here though. Yep, so it was an easy day on this day. And this was a Wednesday, right? Yep. I don't even think I left the house. Oh, this was the day with the dentist appointment. Listen, so my kid had a dentist appointment. And his grandparents always have always taken him to his dentist appointments. I don't know why. It's just been a thing. They've always taken him to his dentist appointments. And, also, hold on. Also, I've never paid for anything for his dentist. I don't know. I was thinking about this that day. I was like, I don't know if, like, there's ever been a bill. I don't know. I've never seen a bill. Nothing. But I think his insurance covers his cleanings, and he usually never has cavities. He had he's had 2 cavities his entire life. His grandparents take him, and his appointment was at 11, and it was 9:45, and he still wasn't up, and the place is a half an hour away from where we live. So, like, you gotta get up, right? And I kept waking him up, and he would not get up. And then finally, at, I don't even know, like, whatever time it was like a little after 10, he gets up and he goes, "They're gonna be here at 10:30, Mom." And I said, "Really? Because that doesn't sound like your grandparents to me. They're always early." And he's like, "They said 10:30, Mom." And I'm like, okay, whatever. Well, guess who rolled up at 10:15? Yeah. I said to my boyfriend, I'm like, is it wrong that I kind of want to be like, Is that wrong? Because I did kind of want to be like, to him. I'm like, dude, I know your grandparents. I know your grandparents very well. I know how long it takes to get to the dentist. I know. Okay, what else? This is the good news. He had no cavities. But I did not go nana to him like I wanted to, okay? I was an adult in that situation. I did not nana him when they showed up early. Even though I really wanted to. I refrained. I read All Roads Lead to You. That was a good book. And Wish. So that's what I did. I read the rest of the night. I said I can't wait for peace and quiet. Oh, because the next day, I had the house to myself for hours, everybody, hours. Never happens. Never, ever, ever happens. Get in there. I can't see. There we go. There we go. And here we go. There we go. All right, here it was. It was a long day. This is the day my dad had to go for his iron infusion, okay? So he had to go for his iron infusion. The kid was at work. The boyfriend wasn't here. It was just me and the dogs. So this was my list of everything I wanted to do, and I got done on this day. It was a lot. It was a lot. I turned the AC on too because it was hot. It was hot. Yeah, so, sorry, I don't remember where I was. This is the list I did. I had to take a quick break. That was the list that I did, everything I wanted to do. Let's find something to put down here. But yeah, I'm never home alone, ever. So I'm like, if I'm home alone, what I'm going to do is spend the time doing deep cleaning and cleaning all the stuff that I can't really get to while he's getting his iron infusion. And then he also had an appointment at the VA for a blood pressure check because he is on... There's this thing that the VA is now doing, and if you have a certain health problem that can be easily checked, like he has high blood pressure, that they are sending out this machine and then a Bluetooth blood pressure cuff. So every day he has to take his blood pressure and use this, they're calling it telehealth machine, to give his blood pressure. Well, then they wanted him to come in and do an actual blood pressure check. So he did that. That's what he had to do then after his appointment for the iron was at 9 a.m. and it would be over by 12:30. And then his appointment for the VA was 2 p.m. So he just went right to the VA because it's literally on the way home from the hospital. So he didn't get home till like 3:20. By the way, it was great. It was amazing. Like, it was great. It was great to have the house by myself for that long. It was awesome. I want everybody to leave me alone once a week. Once a week. Just leave me alone for hours and hours and hours. Just go find something to do. So one thing I miss living here is having time to myself. All right. Put that on there, and I don't think I need these, so we'll put these away. But by 2:30 I had walked 8,000 steps. I reached 10,266 steps, and I said I didn't even work out. Like, I just was in the house. And you might think, oh, okay, well, listen, it's about 15 steps from my bedroom to the kitchen, and then I pass everything else on the way. It's a small ranch home. Small. So walking 10,000 steps and I didn't leave the house is insane. Yep, it's insane. Let's see. I cleaned and cleaned and cleaned and did laundry and more laundry. Everything hurt. My hips, both of my ankles, my arms. It was a rough day. And he was told his heart rate was too low, and I told him that. His heart rate is in the 40s. The 40s, because the blood pressure cuff also tests that. 40s. And he's like, no, that's fine. And I'm like, no, it's not fine. And then when he went to the VA, they're like, no, that's not fine. And they changed his blood pressure medication. So, You know what? I'm going right, screw it. Let's go grab a fall one, shall we? Let's put these away. I'm going to put them in the back because we don't need them now. And we'll start using fall ones right away because I have a lot of fall ones. By the way, the making of the fall page kits is a video that's going to be out in October. I've already filmed. I just have September Build a Journal for this month, so yeah. Alright, so I went, oh god, this is the day I went shopping with my dad. He wanted to go to Sam's Club for garbage cans. They had garbage cans, 32 gallon, like outdoor garbage cans for $20 at Sam's Club. So I went on the app to see if they even had them at our Sam's Club, and they did, but they didn't have lids. And I'm like, no, you need a lid. It's for what you're using it for, you need a lid. So we went to Walmart instead. Ugh, I hate going to Walmart. This is why I have Walmart Plus. This is why I get my stuff delivered, because I don't like going to Walmart. Especially my Walmart. You want to go to a different Walmart? We'll go to a different Walmart, but my Walmart sucks. And before you say it's all Walmarts, it's not. The one closest to the boyfriend, that Walmart is so nice. The people are nice. It's clean. The one close to his aunt in a bigger, like, that one is beautiful. Beautiful. And the people are lovely. My Walmart sucks. And then I forgot to get ground beef for dinner. We went to 2 different places and I still forgot to get ground beef for dinner. So I had to ask the boyfriend to grab it for me, and he did. And then I made these, like, I don't know why they're called what they're called, because really they're not at all like cheesesteaks, but they're like cheater cheesesteaks, but they're not. As somebody's from Pennsylvania, they're not cheesesteaks, okay? It's just ground beef. Ground beef, peppers, and onions with provolone, which, once again, not a cheesesteak, and beef consomme, but they're delicious. They really are. They're very good. And I made them, and this was a Friday, right? Yes. And the kid was going out to play D&D, so I didn't know if he was eating dinner or not. So I made them, and then, like, if he wasn't eating dinner, then fine, but if he was, then he'd have to try this, because, you know, sometimes he's picky. But he did eat it, and he said to me, "It's good." And I said, wow, that is high praise. High praise. Also, I told him not to drink too much because he had plans the next day. Not to stay out late and not to drink too much because, yes, they sit around drinking, eating, and playing D&D. They're like Big Bang Theory. Is how I'm picturing it. It's how I'm picturing it. They're drinking, eating, and playing D&D. Oh, my mom has COVID. I gotta text her, see how she's doing. She has COVID. And she didn't understand why. I said, because you go to visit my grandmother. My grandmother just had COVID. And she's like, that was 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, but the nursing home is a cesspool of germs. Like, all you have to do is walk past one person who's asymptomatic. And there you go. Now you have COVID. Like, just how it is. All right. So, here it is. My kid passed his driving test, people. Passed his driving test. My ex-husband took him to a driving school. Okay? Driving school he took him to this time. And we heard about it from a girl that my boyfriend works with. That's what she also failed the parking portion of her test. So she went to this place that's an actual driver license and CDL school, and he took him there, and he got a 30-minute parking lesson. 30-minute parking lesson, and then since they were the only ones there, and they were early, that he also took him around and gave him a regular lesson too. So he was able to park, and my ex-husband was giving me a play-by-play because he could see him parallel parking. He parked perfectly every time. don't know. Well, I'll tell you, he would never have passed at a regular place. You want to know why he never would have passed at a regular place? Because my ex-husband never told him to turn on the turn signal when parking. My kid comes home, he's like, Mom, Dad never told me this. And I'm like, oh. I'm guessing he probably thought it was, like, common knowledge. It's something that you should have known because, like, you're turning into a parking spot. And I asked the boyfriend, I said, he goes, I don't think I would have also even thought about telling him that. I was like, oh, okay. Well, you're turning. I don't know what else to say. You're turning. Why wouldn't you use your turn signal? We had these for lunch, and they were delicious. They were from Costco, and they were really good. But yes, he passed. So, thank heavens, because he did not have much time left on his permit. His permit is up in October. So, he literally did not have much time left on his permit. But now I gotta go look for another car again. Like, I just did this. So I said to my boyfriend, I'm like, I just did this. I don't know if I can handle looking for a car again and then worrying about insurance and all of that stuff. And I don't know. I said, I'm not in the mood for this at all. I'm not. Last week was rough, and I don't want to look for another car. I don't want to look for another car. I don't want to worry about insurance. And then, like, I want him to get a good car because while it's his first car, I also don't want him to have junk and have to worry about constant maintenance. So I just want him to have to worry about the normal new tires, gas, oil change. I don't want him to have to worry about anything breaking down. And of course it's up to me. I know my ex-husband's gonna, like, do absolutely nothing to help. Because why would he? He did his part. That was it. He did his part. Everything else will be up to me. And honestly, you guys, I don't understand why. Because I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I don't freaking drive. Okay? I don't have a license. I don't drive. I've never had a license. I hate being in a car. The anxiety kills me. Even being in a car. Seriously, the last 6 months, let's not tell my boyfriend, but the last 6 months in his car has been the worst experience of my life. I have felt uncomfortable and anxious being in his old car. It's been horrible. I can no longer drive comfortably with my dad because he's getting older and he drives like a freaking asshole now. I can't, like, the anxiety of being in a car, I can't handle. So I don't drive. And you might think, really? You don't drive? No, I don't drive. You know what? You don't have to drive anymore. That's what Uber's for if I really need to go somewhere. But I don't. I'm perfectly content being at home and being not anxious about being in a car. Sorry. Anyway, what else happened? Oh, this is freaking stupid dog pissed on the floor. The big dog pissed on the floor. And my dad was angry. I heard my dad go. Was this the day that he peed on the floor? Oh no, this is the day that he got mad at me because, and I thought it was hilarious because he's like, you didn't give Sammy his pills. I said, because I fed Sammy before you fed Sassy. No, you did not. And I'm like, yeah, I did. You didn't feed Sassy till 5:30ish, and I fed Sammy before that. Whatever you say, he goes, and that's his new thing. Like that's his new thing. Whatever you say. And I'm like, I said to my boyfriend, I'm like, I know I'm right. You want to know how I know I'm right? Because he fed the dog after he showered. And he showered while I was eating dinner. And dinner didn't get here till almost 5 o'clock because the kid wanted Chili's. So he ordered Chili's for himself. So and for me. So it didn't get here till almost 5 o'clock, and he showered while I was eating. And then he fed the dog after he showered. So I know I'm right. But I just laughed it off. I was like, whatever. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Why do you gotta make such a, like, he lost track of time because he was doom scrolling on his phone. That's what it came down to. Yep, that's what it came down to. He was doom scrolling on his phone and he lost track of time. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me today. Look how thick this is getting. This is getting chunky. Right here, there's a lot, like right in this section, but look at it. It's getting chubby and chunky, and I'm kind of enjoying it. Thank you guys for joining me today. I will see you in the next video, and have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you're not already.